Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. If you're regular here, you know I review many photographic, audio and video related products. We're outdoors in this glorious sunshine coming towards the end of February here in the UK, and I thought I'd take advantage of this lovely weather. What we're looking at today is the Panasonic S85mm f1.8 lens. It's the L mount lens and I have it fitted to my Panasonic S5, which is the L mount full frame body. It obviously won't work on the Panasonic or the Olympus Micro Four Third bodies, which Panasonic are synonymous for. They built their reputation actually on Micro Four Thirds with the likes of the GH2, the GH3, and then the GH4 and GH5 and many other Micro Four Thirds bodies. But about 2 years ago they moved into full frame with the S range of cameras, and I've got the S5, which is their kind of entry level. It's their lower end one, although it isn't really entry level because it's higher price for an entry level, but it's at a great price. It's very competitive with the likes of a Canon EOS R, the Sony A7C, the A7 III and what have you. And it's a great body. Now, I bought the 85mm lens because I wanted to get images in the studio and outdoors with that creamy bokeh. And of course, an 85mm is a great portrait lens. And that was another reason for coming outdoors. I wanted to see how good it was outdoors, not just for still images, although I will show you some still images. Well, actually, I may not show you some still images. If you go to my Flickr page, there'll be a link in the description below so you can actually see them on my Flickr page. That'd be much better than showing them to you on YouTube, because the compression that YouTube creates, it doesn't really do justice to the quality of a lens or the quality of a camera, the images, etc. Now this 85mm lens is great. As I say, it's your traditional sort of full frame portrait lens, and being that it's on a full frame body, you get that lovely creamy bokeh. And it is, this lens does create a really nice bokeh. And hopefully, I don't know what you can see in the background, how much is out of focus and how much is in focus. Hopefully I'm in focus. I've had issues with getting it to focus on my face. I'm hoping now that it is working. This is one of the issues really with Panasonic bodies, is its a continuous autofocus in video. It's not always 100% reliable. So I'm hoping now, I have got it on autofocus and I'm hoping it is reliable. We won't know that until I edit it back in the studio. So this is what we're looking at. It's a great optic, really nice quality. It's not very heavy either. It's about 360 something grams. I put in the description what the weight of it is. And it has quite a small filter thread actually. It's 67mm filter thread, which is great because I've been able to put my variable ND filter on. I had to do that because obviously being out in this bright sunshine, I wouldn't have been able to get the aperture down to f1.8 if I hadn't have used the neutral density filter. So it kind of would have defeated the object of using an f1.8 lens to demonstrate how good it is at its widest aperture. I wouldn't have been able to do that had I not had this neutral ND filter that I fitted to the front of it. I'm sure that is slightly deteriorating I can't even say the word, deteriorating the quality of the image. I don't know, it's a Tiffin variable ND filter, but it wasn't particularly expensive. So, it may not be the sharpest on the block, but we shall see, we shall see how it looks. So, it's not a heavy lens. It's a great optic for the Panasonic S range of bodies, and it's not very expensive either. Here in the UK, you're looking at, in this time of year, February of 2021, it's around the £600 mark. That's actually very competitive when you look at the cost of a Canon RF 85mm 1.8 and the Sony FE 85mm 1.8. Very competitive. So I think, from that point of view, if you are buying into the Panasonic ecosystem or the full frame ecosystem, then I think you're not going to go far wrong at all getting the Panasonic 85mm. It's certainly more competitive than the Sigma f1.4 85mm lens. I wouldn't have wanted to buy that one, far too expensive, and it's really expensive as well. Well, really expensive in comparison to what this particular lens is. It is well made, it's weather sealed. Well, weather resistant, so not weather sealed, but weather resistant. So that is great. I'm really enjoying that. You know, whether I will be taking it out in bad weather, who knows? I very much doubt it. I think it's going to be more for me of a studio lens, because I have tried it in the studio and it'll work great in the studio, fitted on my S5. As I said earlier, it is an L mount lens, so it will work on other L mount bodies, such as the Sigma FP and the Leica S bodies, like the SL2. I think they're doing SL3 now, SL1, I'm not sure. I haven't ever owned a Leica body, so I can't really say about that. But so it is part of that alliance, and hopefully there's going to be a lot more lenses coming out for the, you know, the L mount bodies, and that would be great, because it is lacking, you know, it is lacking lenses. There's a big variety for the Sony E-mount system. I've got some lovely Tamron lenses for the Sony full frame E-mount system, but there isn't such a variety for the L mount system. I mean, Sigma is starting to make them, obviously, because Sigma, Panasonic and Leica are parts of this alliance, so there will be more lenses coming out. But the camera body itself is great. The S5 represents, I think, exceptional value for money, as long as you can work around the autofocus. It is working fine, but it's getting it to work fine, and you know that can be a bit annoying. But I've got the sun beaming right down from on my side here. I can feel my side of my head. I wouldn't say burning, but it's getting quite warm, which is quite bizarre considering we're in February. I don't think this is traditional weather for February here in the UK. But there we go. That's the Panasonic 85mm S F1.8 lens for the L mount bodies, Panasonic, Sigma and Leica. The autofocus is fast. When you're taking stills, it's fast, it's snappy and it's accurate. So you don't want to worry about that if you're doing portrait photography. The eye autofocus and what have you works great. And the animal detect works great with this lens as well. So I've had no issues with that. I'm just hoping the autofocus for video is fast as well and just works. I have got the sensitivity turned right down on the camera body though. I found in the studio that helped with its pulsing. So I hope you found that useful. Just so you know, I am filming the other two angles with me two Sony ZV-1s. I've got a close-up of me there with one of my ZV-1s, and the wide shot showing the two cameras is being picked up with my other ZV-1 right at the back there. So great little cameras. I love the ZV-1s, and I certainly never have any issues with autofocus on those two cameras. They're awesome. So there we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy your channel. Please subscribe if you haven't already done so, and hit the like button if you find the content of this video helpful to you. It really does help me grow the channel, and I do read all the comments, and it's great getting all these positive comments. I'm really enjoying it. So thanks very much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos relating to video and photography. Cheers for now. Bye.